From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Black Knights of Tokyo taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A gain of 13, it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. First carry now for Justice Hill. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, certainly.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Again, it's Edwards. And he stopped immediately there. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Edwards. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Jackson on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might look.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Devin Duvernay, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Black Knights' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 7-7, our score after.
On 1, ready?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game. And now off to the races down the right side. The race is on. A solid stiff arm. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. An even 90 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Justice Hill, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here.
It got his man complete. How about this? He's to the 10 and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's got some space here. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman. 64 yards. And the Black Knights have moved out in front. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
On one, ready?
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. We're just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Bengals 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Burrow's thrown into the hands of Sample. He'll get it inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Burrow. This is caught. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Here we go. 11, Thomas.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. He'll throw complete to Gus Edwards. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Forced out to his left. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Now Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Mark Andrews, as the first half is winding down. And the Black Knights have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has them to the 37 here for first and 10. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath.
These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Now Burrow on first down. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Gun. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. A can.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Everyone in the NFL is looking for mismatches, and T. Higgins' size and speed at receiver, that allows him to have those type of mismatches against most defenders. 6'4", ability to flat-out fly. They can use him everywhere, including in the slot. He's a dangerous playmaker and a big-time producer in the red zone.
Yeah, he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Here we go.
Again, it's Burrow. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins taking it in. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 64 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's got room to roam. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter. Get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. Touchdown! Nelson Aguilar. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Black Knights have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Flushed out right. catch is made by Metcalf. 23 yards on the play.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To Mixon on the check down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And Chase going to pick up a Bengals 1st down as he takes it down to the 20-yard line. Now Burrow changing the look.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, we got to go score.
Burrow on play action. Out to his left. And it's caught. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. From the gun, they go to Edwards. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They run once more with Edwards. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 66 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back.
And this is caught and touchdown. Mark Andrews. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Black Knights answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Mighty.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline. Inside the 10.
They will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon,
his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. McPherson now for the extra point.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Here's 2nd down. Now Jackson. Connecting with Hill.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Throwing, Jackson.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. Jackson.
Rolling to his right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Well, 4 quarters couldn't decide things, so it's on to overtime here as the kick is away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. Oh, a good-looking return setup here. Devin Duvernay. He might score. He will score. Touchdown. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for our visitors, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On 2.
Here's Burrow to throw right away.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Penny, a first down carry. And he's got it down to the 28.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the second down and 6.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Leaves it for Penny. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Throwing is Hurts.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
He'll get this out wide to Penny.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second. There he goes, left side.
Now he's loose at the 40. Now look out. He's to the 20.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon,
94 yards.
And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Trey Hendrickson. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
He's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and this is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense, just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Penny up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Into the air right away is Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. A big pickup of 38.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives, Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28. Now Allen. And this is Cook with the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They run. First carry for Damian Harris.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Allen off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 24.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Play action. It's Burrow. And a catch right side by Evans. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
He's got room at the 30.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On one, ready?
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Stop.
They'll give it to Mixon. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right? Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Stop.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
On first down, Allen. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
On play action, Allen on the move to his left. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Looking to throw, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Gotta go.
Burrow from his own end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
Gun. Cut. MT, tape. Stop.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Here we go.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase from 19 yards away. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Down the right sideline and all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Deontay Hardy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jair Elam makes a pick. He's on his way. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here. Oh, right on the heels of the pick six, another ball intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start on the ground with Harris.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
And they're going to speed things up here. To throw, it's Allen.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Steps away to his left.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And it's taken in at the 9. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Credit the sack to Von Miller. 4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. On the return, Hardy. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Allen will try again on 2nd down.
Hardy's got it on the out route.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one as a receiver is got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Past the 20.
He's got room to roam.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Allen. That's complete right around the 8. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man.
And it'll be intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here we go.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a second and 10.
Stop.
Now Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon.
Inside the 10.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon.
61 yards.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They made the decision to go for two. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will back now in Buffalo. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Allen throwing on second down.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Short throw to Smith. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Got to give credit where it's due.
Here we go.
Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Burrow will throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pick up there at 20 yards. They will throw on first down with Burrow.
That one complete down the field to Smith. Still on his feet.
And all the way down to the 5.
Hey, we're good.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Again, it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Now this throw caught left side, and he is out of bounds right around the 34. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Alert, alert, alert.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.